Okay, hi guys, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, welcome. So this reading is going to pertain to your shadow side or your shadow self, okay? So I've asked your spirit team to give me messages that they may have for you guys. So only take what resonates, okay? If it doesn't apply, just let it fly. Trigger warning in advance. I'm a light being who works in the shadow realm, so a lot of low vibrational energy comes up in my readings. So just protect yourself as necessary. Okay, so we'll start with the haunted deck today and see what comes out. So I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, staying healthy, and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's see. We get, what is this? The Emperor in reverse. This is a different angle, so we'll just work with it. The writing on these cards is really tiny. Seven of Cups in reverse. So you guys can read the writing on it. If not, there are 7 cups here. Okay. And wow, a lot of reversals. 4 of Wands in reverse. 4 of Wands has literally come out in like the past, like, I don't even know how many readings I've done. I can move these over so you guys can see them better. And the Hermit as the overall energy. Hopefully you guys can read the writing. So with the Hermit, that is Virgo energy. The Emperor Aries energy. 7 goes 4. Yeah, so yeah, that's the only prominent energy out right now. You may have that highly aspected in your chart. So with the Hermit is about going within. It's about being alone. You can spend a lot of time alone. Maybe just working on something. It's also it can pertain to like investigation or looking into something, research. So some of you guys may be that may be relevant for you or for who's watching, or an energy that it applies to. Some of you guys may be private investigators, I heard, or maybe like law enforcement, somewhere where you have to like look into something for more information. I'm being drawn to this red door. Some of you guys may live in a home that your door may be painted red, literally. Or also I'm getting red door as in like within a mind. Kind of like I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys have ever watched the originals, but one of the characters in the show, Elijah, I believe, they're vampires, and Elijah specifically, he has what he calls and his siblings call a red door in his mind, meaning everything traumatic that's ever happened to him, everything that he's not proud of, and everything that he maybe took part in or allowed to happen, he suppressed it and put it behind a red door, kind of locking away those memories or locking away those experiences. So that way it didn't affect him while he was conscious. So this would kind of symbolize the subconscious mind. So some of you guys may actually be going within to tap into your subconscious mind, maybe uncovering traumas that you've suppressed, whether deliberately or not. Most of the time, I would say most people don't. Well, it depends. I was gonna say most people don't intentionally try to suppress trauma. It kind of happens naturally. The mind it's the mind's way of protecting itself. So some of you guys may be actively uncovering whatever's in there in order to heal or to investigate something, maybe something to do in your childhood or just things that were unpleasant. That may be relevant. Also, there's this shadow in this window. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's highlighting the shadow self. So if that doesn't apply, like let's say you're not actively doing it, I feel like your spirit team is saying maybe you're being called to. Now would be a good time to start. You don't necessarily have to like dive in and just do like I don't know. I don't know. I'm also hearing hypnosis, but excuse me. Maybe you could just take it step by step. Your spirit team is saying, and maybe speak to someone, maybe a therapist or a professional, or even just journaling with the hermit, just spending time alone. Whatever it is, making the intention to maybe uncover certain traumas or unpleasant experiences that have happened that you've hidden behind this red door, in order to either look at your shadow self or recognize your shadow self, acknowledge your shadow self. Sorry, I keep saying because shadow self is kind of hard to say. But yeah, I feel like that's important. That'll, I don't know, maybe jumpstart some type of transition or transformation. I meant to say. Some of you guys may be transitioning into something or away from something, or it just may help you just know yourself better. With the hermit, it's just hermit means gaining more knowledge, and only the best way we can do that is on our own. You know, learning. It's like gaining the information for yourself, becoming enlightened. So it wouldn't be something that somebody else could tell you. It would only be your own self, your own subconscious, your own higher self, your own intuition, dreams. I'm also hearing. Thought patterns, the way you operate, all that would be relevant, and that's only something that you yourself would know best. Also, red lights are specific, or I'm being drawn to red light district. I heard, so that may be relevant for some of you guys. Maybe you guys have I don't know, been there, visited there, or worked there. I'm not sure, but yeah, that may be relevant. Cabin in the Woods as well. That may be some of you guys' I think that's a movie. Some of you guys may have a favorite movie. I'm also getting werewolves. The werewolf movie with Benicio del Toro. I think that's how you say his name. I forget what the exact movie is called, but I feel like that's relevant. That may be some of you guys' favorite movie. Some of you guys may like the woods as well. You may like hiking, or you may just like to spend time in the woods. With the Emperor in reverse, so Emperor in reverse is going to be someone heavily in their shadow. I would say the energy is usually, it's not gray. I'm trying to, explain it as pleasantly as possible, but this would be an energy masculine, but, I always say gender doesn't matter. A masculine energy who is very, like, power hungry. I would say they crave control. Maybe like I heard brutal, ruthless, tyrannical, unyielding. This would be an energy who abuses their power. Most likely because they feel, with the Emperor in reverse, they feel like they don't have power over themselves. And so they try to exert it on other energies in order to feel that sense of self-control. This would be an energy who lacks self-control as well. This would be an energy who's heavily dominated by ego, overinflated ego as well. Bloodthirsty, I heard. So this energy may, bloodthirsty meaning like out for revenge for in whatever way an emperor feels slighted, they would want to want to rectify that by any means necessary. Or they could the energy is like out for blood, meaning like I don't know how else to describe it. I want to see you bleed, you know. I know that's pretty graphic, but that's the energy. Let's see. Is it Seven of Cups in reverse? So Seven of Cups is about like it could signify dreams, it could signify illusions, it could also signify options. So with it in reverse, I would say there is maybe an Emperor in reverse type of energy who feels like they're out of options, or there are any illusions that were at play, or maybe illusions that were casted by the Emperor in reverse. They're falling. They're no longer able to be painted. I'm being drawn to the heart in this cup. So an Emperor in reverse type of energy, black. I heard black heart. So they may have a closed heart chakra. They may just not feel anything, or they heartless. Or they eat. I don't want to say what I'm speaking now is not literal in the sense, but I was gonna say they eat hearts, meaning they feed off of emotional purity. I'm being drawn to these keys here. I'm not sure. That may be specific. Maybe an Emperor in reverse type of energy. They want or desire control. They want to have keys to a heart or keys to someone's heart. Also being drawn to this scroll here. So a letter is important or significant. Writing, information. With the Hermit, I would say that pertains to that. So maybe someone is investigating or looking into some type of document or letter, some type of information. Let's see. And then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So again, Four of Wands could represent like a foundation, a home. It could represent a marriage. It can also represent like like a high level soulmate, depending on the surrounding cards. But I would say with this spread so far, it's pertaining to some type of foundation that has crumbled or is crumbling. Some type of a contract, I would say as well. Just with this, it looks like a low vibrational entity, a demon or devil, dancing with what it looks like a human. So maybe these two were in some type of a contract, spiritual contract, but with the Four of Wands in reverse, it's been severed or broken. And that may be why an Emperor in reverse type of energy feels like they have no options. And it makes them crave even more control. The fact that they feel like the fact that the illusions, whatever illusions that were casted, the fact that the illusions have fallen, that is most likely making the Emperor in reverse a little bit more bloodthirsty, or the fact that the contract is broken, that could also contribute to it, or the fact that they feel like they have no options left. Let's clarify. I'll clarify with the Dragon's Tarot deck. Let's see. Sorry, what's this Emperor in reverse? Please and thank you. Let's see. Emperor also can represent a father figure, or like a baby's father or a boss as well. Yeah. Okay, sorry guys, I had to I had to pause real quick. But yeah, so the sun came out for clarifying the devil or sorry, not the devil. Ooh, the devil may be prevalent. The emperor in reverse, clarifying it. So sun is Leo energy. That may resonate. You may have that highly aspected in your chart. So with the sun, it's like illumination. I'm getting. Or a light in the darkness. So the Emperor in reverse's energy may be being illuminated, clarifying the Seven of Cups in reverse. The whatever illusions were casted, they're being seen through kind of like a light in the darkness. That may be relevant. Some of you guys may like the sunrise as well. I'm also getting this Emperor in reverse type of energy. And just the way the dragon is like looking up and it looks like it wants to ascend. I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, even though illusions are falling and things are being illuminated, it's for the betterment of, you know, whatever situation or the betterment of one's ascension and evolution. Most likely to do with it with your shadow or their shadow. The shadow is needing to be acknowledged, to be seen, to be heard, to be understood. There's also something to do with the light. There's a need to balance out the shadow side. So with the Emperor in reverse being heavily in the shadow, there is no. In order to be as balanced as you can, I feel like Spirit is saying you have to operate not just in shadow, but in both light and dark. And I feel like this is something that the Emperor in reverse is learning or is needing to learn. Okay, let's see. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So Ten of Pentacles is it can like represent like family. It can also represent like tradition, long-term stability. You know, maybe like financial or just like an ability to sustain oneself, but not just oneself, but like for future generations as well. That's what Ten of Pentacles represents. But within reverse, this Emperor in reverse may feel like they lost that or they no longer have it, or maybe your spirit team is saying because there is an imbalance, this is why this is not attainable, at least in current energy, just because they're like operating out of pure shadow is this will always be out of reach in a sense. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Seven of Cups in reverse. Let's clarify that. What's this? I had to blow out my candle, guys. That's why I paused. That's okay. Spirit, what's the Seven of Cups in reverse? Okay, so High Priestess in reverse. Oh, this is interesting. Heavy shadow, just factors, I guess. So High Priestess in reverse. This would be, I would say, a practitioner and occultist who works with lower vibrational entities or energies. Maybe practices dark magic, or works with dark practitioners as well if they're not a dark practitioner themselves. High Priestess can be seen as a Pisces energy that may resonate. So I would say with the High Priestess in reverse clarifying the Seven of Cups in reverse, there was a dark practitioner, or it could be this emperor in reverse who's a dark practitioner themselves, or again they consult with one, or yeah, probably one of those two. They either the emperor or the practitioner, whatever dark magic that they casted or whatever they conjured, it was to create some type of illusion. But they're casting their magic, I guess, has failed, or it no longer works. When I'm reading it next to the sun, it's because whatever it is that they're doing or that they were doing, it has been illuminated. I'm also being drawn to the high priestess, is this purple. I feel like this practitioner failed to follow their intuition when it came to whatever practices that they were doing, whatever they were casting. I'm also getting Seven of Cups in reverse can signify like delusion, or just like mentally like heavy confusion. So I would say any ill intentions or dark magic that was casted, if it hit the light, if it came up against a strong light, it most likely backfired, and that backfire is causing mental instability. And it's also I don't know if I should say this. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I would say it also may be having an effect on surrounding, like it could have effect on future generations, either the practitioner themselves or the emperor, or maybe both. Their surrounding, maybe family. Ten of Pentacles represents family and future generations. So I would say that could be negatively impacted because of the magic that's being done or that was done. Also, mental instability can be a side effect of dark magic as well. Just because there's always a price. There's always a consequence. Or an offering as well. So if an offering wasn't accepted, then it would most likely be the energy where it originated who would have to sacrifice something of themselves. Being drawn to the cauldron as well. I don't know if that resonates. Let's clarify some more. Knave of Pentacles. Knave. I believe that's page, but I'll just double check. In reverse, I believe. Came out reverse. Let me just check real quick. Y'all know I like to check. Well, it depends on how long it's gonna take me to. Also, this book is in like German. So, okay, let's see. Just hold on, okay. Yeah, page, okay. I don't know if you guys can see this. So here's knave, and then here's knight. So Page of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, that can represent like an offering, Page of Pentacles. Like a gift or a small gesture. Or it can also, Page of Pentacles can also like signify like studying or learning something. So this Emperor in reverse or the dark practitioner, they may be one and the same, or again, they could be multiple energies working together. Maybe like a coven or a cult or something like that. They were trying to learn about, I assume, the dark arts, or investigate with the hermit, investigate into occult knowledge. I heard Book of Shadows as well. So that could that could relate to the Page of Pentacles, but with it being in reverse, they whatever information that they were searching for, they weren't able to find it, or it just wasn't the information that they gained. I guess it wasn't helpful in whatever it is that they were trying to achieve. Or going back to the offering, the Emperor in reverse or the Dark Practitioner, they petitioned or tried to offer maybe an entity, just because I'm being drawn to this shadow here. But again, it either wasn't enough or it wasn't accepted. And this could signify why there may be some mental instability or long-term negative consequences. I'm being drawn to the dragon as well. The dragon is green, so I would say it most likely pertained to someone's heart, maybe the Emperor in reverse or the dark high priest or high priestess. Maybe the magic that was being done was to affect someone's heart, maybe like a love spell or something, or it could be like one of these energies or both. They have an issue with their heart, with it being reversed, like I mentioned earlier, maybe some type of closed heart chakra, which is why they are or were unfeeling whenever they decided to go against their intuition with this high priestess in reverse and cast whatever it is they casted. A serpent. I don't know. That may be relevant. Just because of the tongue. Maybe that was part of the. I'm hearing for sacrifice. Maybe some type of serpent or I don't know, animal or something was sacrificed. I'm also being drawn to the tongue here. If you kind of, I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe not. The tongue is forked. I don't know. You guys probably can't see it, but it's with a forked tongue. I'm getting like silver tongue. So this Emperor in reverse or the Dark High Priest or High Priestess, they may have a silver tongue, meaning they're able to use words and manipulate very easily. Maybe lies, maybe illusions. Just by what they say to people or other energies in order to have their bidding done. But whatever words that they're using, it's usually false. It's not true. It just sounds good. Okay, let's clarify the Four of Wands in reverse. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Six of Swords in reverse. It's so interesting. The only two cards that are upright so far is the Sun and the Hermit. So I feel like your spirit team is saying, in order for whoever resonates for, in order to maybe ascend from whatever energy this is, if you want to, free will is a thing. But if you would like to ascend from darkness, if you would like to rise above the situation, to rise above this energy, then the solution would be with the Hermit to go within, to look at one's shadow self and do the shadow work, meaning ask yourself, what it is, why it is that we do what we do, why do we think the way we think, why do we act how we act, heal those traumas, those wounds, and whatever we discover, just shine a light on it, so that way you can start to either understand it or heal it or both. Okay, what did I say? Six of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Four of Wands in reverse. So Six of Swords is moving on to calmer waters. It's usually pertaining to like a higher power, your ancestors, spirit guides, the Most High himself, stepping into a situation to help an energy transition into a better place, a better environment, a better mindset. So this could be physically, it could be emotionally, spiritually, but it's just removing you from turbulence, essentially. But with it in reverse, I would say someone or an energy is unable to maybe escape some type of energy that they may be in. With the Four of Wands, there may be an energy who is currently in a home dynamic, a relationship, a workplace, whatever it is. Even though it feels unstable with the Four of Wands in reverse, they may not want to be there, or they feel like it's falling, it already fell, or it's going to fall. They may feel like they still can't leave that environment for whatever reason. I'm also getting an energy may not want, when I mentioned a contract, there may be two energies who were in some type of binding contract with the Four of Wands, even though the contract has now been severed. An energy, and one energy out of the two that were in the contract may not want the other one to move on to calmer waters with the Six of Swords in reverse. But with the Hermit, I'm being drawn to it again. I feel like your spirit team is saying investigate, ask yourself why. You know, like why does someone leaving a contract cause such, whatever it is you may be feeling? Is it like codependency? Is it just like fear? Just ask yourself, and that may help an energy release, so that way they can also move on to calmer waters. Okay, let's get one more. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this may be why. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. So Eight of Pentacles upright, it's about like work, hard work, putting in effort, working on something continuously, honing one's craft. But with it in reverse, I would say an energy doesn't want to work. So that could be like physical, like actually like some type of labor in a 3D, like actually going to a job, whether that's working for someone else or working for yourself, just putting in time and energy in order to be sustained, or in order to produce something. And energy just doesn't want to do that. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to make assumptions, but the first thought is just laziness. But it could be other reasons why an energy may not want to work, or feel like they may feel like they can't. That may apply. But I'm also getting with the Hermit, an energy may not want to put in the work. They may not want to put in spiritual work, meaning do the shadow work. They don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to understand themselves. They don't want to better themselves. But I feel like your spirit team is saying until that's done, foundations will just continue to not last. In order to build a strong foundation, I feel like your spirit team is saying you have to be willing to put in the work, or at least to build a foundation that's going to last. Okay. Let's get a couple of karmic lesson messages. I can reach. Just see what comes out. And then we'll probably, we may do a traditional. We'll see, and then wrap up. Spirit messages. Okay, so just pull out. Well, I guess two. Pull out two. Okay. Ooh, okay. Back of the deck says miserable. I don't even remember when I wrote this card, y'all. So yeah, maybe for some energies, whatever energy they're in that I mentioned, being in darkness and wanting to maybe ascend out of whatever this is. It's because an energy is quite unhappy. Energy may be quite unhappy in a home or within a home. Energy may be quite unhappy because contracts are breaking or have broken. That also may be an effect of whatever dark magic that was done or is being done. It may have been, intentions that maybe for another energy to feel this way, but because it's been ricocheted back, an energy may be stuck in this energy. But again, I feel like with the Hermit, your spirit team is saying maybe kind of just go within and start to heal. Also, if it resonates, you can always think about speaking to someone like a professional to help you or another energy to release this type of energy. Or I'm also getting an energy may have whether the Emperor in reverse or the Dark Practitioner, or again, like I said, they may be one and the same. This was maybe dark magic or ill intentions were sent because someone was quite unhappy for whatever reason. Let's see. Baby trapping. Okay, I'm not sure how this is relevant. Okay, well, I guess I mentioned someone maybe a father. So that may be why. I don't know anyone's situation. Okay, I'm just giving the messages. Okay, so of course only ever take what resonates. But someone may have gotten themselves, maybe intentionally or unintentionally, into a situation to where they were a parent unexpectedly, and this may be causing some uncomfortable feelings within a home with the Four of Wands in reverse. This may have been done because an energy just, I can get the card up, didn't want to work with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Sometimes I'm not well versed in situations like these, but I guess logically, one way to accrue income is to is through a child. I guess I don't know. So that may be relevant. Again, only take what resonates. Some of you guys may have a son as well, just with this son, like a baby boy. So this could apply to whatever energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be the Emperor in reverse, but could be a dark high priest or high priestess as well, or just another energy in general. You just happen to be watching and that applies. Also, only take this if it resonates, but with the Hermit, with next to the baby trapping and the miserable. Actually, not with the miserable, but with the baby trapping and the Hermit. Only I feel like I have to keep saying this. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I do have to give the messages. There may be a need to investigate. I was gonna say whereabouts. That's interesting. That's going into a whole nother chamber. Okay, I am not sure where that's coming from. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe private investigators looking into the whereabouts of a child. I don't know. Okay. I'm just going to leave that right there. But I was going to say may need to investigate the paternity of a child as well, if that resonates. Okay, let's see. Hater came out. Y'all, these cards are all over the place, okay? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe negative energy with the High Priestess in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. I would definitely say there's some hateration going on. Maybe again, intentions are being sent out, ill intentions, just because energies they sometimes if they're unhappy, they like to project that onto other energies. Just because I'm hearing, misery loves company. So it's kind of like, how could you or another energy be happy or doing your own thing when I'm or another energy is going through X, Y, and Z. So that energy can manifest if it's not healed and if it's not looked into, if it's not investigated, if it's not handled, it can grow and it can cause instability, mental instability with the Seven of Cups in reverse. And I just feel like Spirit is just illuminating energies so that way they can be worked through. Often dark magic as well is usually casted because of this type of energy. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm reading through these but I don't feel like I should go into them, so I'm not going to. Just these. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's move on here. I'll just grab a couple of traditional and then we'll wrap up with like an oracle. Okay. Any messages? Actually, yeah, okay. Let's just pay a piece of thank you. I'll just only pull like one or two from there. Oh. Cards are misbehaving. Okay, so let me shuffle this. Okay. So I'll just join these two decks and just pull out like, okay, no, I can't. That's too thick, never mind. Pull out one here, set this side, and just like one here. Okay, so two free spirited came out. Some of you guys, this may apply for you. You may feel this way about yourself. Well, actually, I'm not really getting that. And other energies may feel like an energy is too free spirited, which is why maybe some magic is being casted, especially with the Four of Wands in reverse about those binding contracts. That may be why an energy is not wanting another energy to move on, is because they feel like they're too free spirited, and they want to like hold on to them. But I feel like your spirit team is saying if your soul desires to be free, then go ahead and listen to it, because it was never meant to be binded really to begin with. Vegetarian, vegan, that just may be an identifier for some of you guys. Some of you guys may be vegetarian or vegan. Or if you've been curious or, just like, just considering it, I feel like your spirit team is saying this could be like a sign for you to, if you would like to try it. And I'm just going to look at the back of this deck. Monogamy. So for some of you guys, a foundation may be falling apart. The opposite of monogamy is polygamy. So maybe some of you guys are polygamists, or you're in a like in a relationship with an energy who prefers polygamy, but now an energy may want to be in a monogamous relationship, or maybe they always have been, but they just for whatever reason they weren't before. So especially with the Seven of Cups in reverse, someone is not wanting to have options anymore. They prefer to be with or focus their attention on a single energy. So that may be relevant as well. Okay. Okay. Also, I'm getting this is specific as well with the Four of Wands in reverse, pertaining to marriage. There may have been an energy who was supposed to be, obviously when we think of marriage we just think we think of monogamy, because if you're not monogamous, then what would be the point of marrying someone? At least in my opinion. I don't know. That may be an outdated belief. I just haven't encountered a perspective that states otherwise. I guess you could technically be married and be not really though, because then again, what would be the point? Anyway, sorry. With a marriage, maybe breaking a contract, divorce or breaking up, it may have been because an energy was not monogamous. So that's specific. Okay, only take what resonates. Okay, let's get some angel cards. See if we can lighten this thing up. Sweet messages. Any messages, Spirit, please. Okay, so I'll just pull out one here. Inner power, the Divine Father. This is Divine Father. There you go. Thank you for co-creating my world with me. I feel like this is like Shiva, the god Shiva. I think I'm saying that right. Which I'm not sure if that's Hindu or if that may be another region. But anyway, that may be relevant for some of you guys. So yeah, I feel like your spirit team is saying maybe focus on building and honing in on one's own inner power in order to co-create with the universe, co-create what it is that you want to see in your 3D reality. Let's get some... There's something about pyramids as well. I don't know why I'm getting pyramids from the back. Some of you guys may have visited pyramids, seen the pyramids, or you would like to. Some of you guys may be Egyptian as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, I just flipped to the page right on there. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, yeah, Shiva. Okay, so let's see. It says Shiva is the Hindu god of strength and power. He's the ultimate father figure and is known for his leadership and fiery energy. He is known as the destroyer and the cosmic dancer, but it's important to say that he is another expression of love. When called upon, he does destroy the negative energy of our lives, but he can lighten up our world like the sun. Wow, you guys, the sun is out here. Sorry, I just thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, I feel like your spirit team is saying, yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily have to, you may not believe in, other gods, or you may not feel comfortable acknowledging or whatever. But I feel like spirit is just saying, whether you're religious, spiritual, or neither, you can always just call on the strength and power from the universe with the intention of destroying negative energy and with the intention of lightening up yourself, lightening up your mind, lightening up your heart, just lightening up the energy in general, so that way it can loosen up and you can maybe release all the shadowy aspects that's going on, if that resonates. Okay, I'll just quickly look at the back. Archangel Metatron, clear your vibes. So yeah, heavy on loosen the energy, cleanse. Some of you guys may need to cleanse, or however that works for you. Whether you do spiritual baths, whether you sage, whether you repent, whether you go to church, whether you prefer natural like earth remedies, the ocean, or like the woods or nature, or whether you just prefer to however you cleanse yourself. Sitting alone, meditating, or doing affirmations in your mind. It just says, thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. So if you feel called to, or if it resonates, you can also call on Archangel Metatron to help cleanse out any negative energy, if that resonates. Let's read real quick. It says Metatron is one of the, I don't know if you guys can see this. Metatron is one of the few angels who have walked the earth as a human being. So he knows more than other angels what it can be like to be challenged by people in situations. His name means the throne next to God, and he has a special connection with the current era as he represents the new energy and the new connections that are opening up to other worlds in heaven. He is the angel who can help us connect with the wisdom of God in our daily life. Okay, so yeah, that may, some of you guys may actually work with Archangel Metatron, or even if you know you don't, or you're not aware of it, or you don't believe in it. I feel like Spirit is saying his energy, his or her energy is around to assist anyway. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope that was helpful, if not interesting. So yeah, I would just say, if you want to, or if it resonates for you, whatever situation you're in, maybe just focus. It always comes down to just focusing on oneself, doing that self-reflection with the hermit, and then trying to figure out how you can go and move forward, despite whatever current energy is happening, and despite whatever may have occurred in the past. We can always choose. It's never too late to choose to do better, especially when it pertains to our shadow side. I feel like it's always important to balance that out as best as you can with a little bit of light. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, hope you guys have a good and happy day or night whenever you see this.